This is Fieldsports Channel News. Britain will urgently look on how to tighten up regulations on private gun sales. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper is toying with plans including gun sellers informing police before they hand over firearms. She was reacting after a 19-year-old was sentenced to at least 49 years in prison for the murder of his mother, brother and sister. He faked a shotgun certificate to buy the murder weapon. Bask points out that shooters supported the National Crime Agency's recent campaign to combat the faking of firearm certificates. The shooting organisation says the government should consider establishing a national body for firearms licensing and a robust system for ensuring that gun buyers are legitimate.
Whilst we've been clear that no solution should be decided as a knee-jerk reaction, we are willing to work with law enforcement and government to ensure the system is robust and effective, preventing firearms from being obtained by anyone who would be a danger to public safety.
Cheshire Police have asked shooters to inform it if they plan to go out shooting in the county. In a post on Facebook, Sergeant Simpson from the Cheshire Police Rural Crime Team says shooters can notify him through the Force website, reporting their intentions and giving a contact number. Following fake calls by aunties reporting shooters, the post adds, "Please do carry any permissions you've been given by the landowner and a contact telephone number for them. That way, in the event of a police deployment, we can quickly establish the facts." Thanks to Simon Henschel for the story. Well, Justice has put an advert attacking shooting in Private Eye magazine. The advert claims that shoots rear 50 million birds and 37 million of them escape. The GWCT estimates that shoots release between 35 and 48 million birds. The cartoon asks readers to believe that this causes huge ecological imbalance. Scientists agree there are more wildlife records found where game bird releasing occurs. Rate card cost of a full-page ad in the magazine is £7,200. Chris Packham's lawyer has launched a case against anti-hunting group I4. The founder of International Fund for Animal Welfare made a £1 million donation to Tony Blair's Labour Party ahead of Blair bringing in restrictions on hunting with hounds. Now I4 is in the firing line, as this video shows. Legal company Lee Day is leading a group action suit seeking compensation for Zambians and Malawians who've had family members killed and suffered crop and property damage from elephant incursions in the wake of an ill-conceived translocation of 263 elephants to Malawi's Kasingu National Park in 2022. Lee Day, which describes itself as a specialist in innovative group actions, also represents both Wild Justice and its co-founder, BBC TV presenter Chris Packham, who supports I4 anti-hunting campaigns, such as a trophy imports ban to the UK. Thanks to Rajiv Matthew for the story. Wildlife criminals are getting away with it. That's the conclusion of a new study led by academics from Anglia Ruskin University and the University of Gloucestershire. Commissioned by I4, the report System Set to Fail, Prosecuting Wildlife Crime reveals shortcomings in the UK's efforts to prosecute wildlife criminals. The report highlights the significant challenges facing enforcement agencies, including a lack of resources, inadequate training, inconsistent evidence-gathering procedures, and a struggling legal system. Police in Cambridgeshire found 2 long dogs in a water butt. After a farmer reported poaching, police seized 4 dogs, including 2 of them in a butt. After a short pursuit on foot, police detained 3 men and handed out community protection warnings. The seized dogs went to kennels. Family-owned businesses and farms across the country are selling assets, halting investment and cutting jobs to stay afloat. According to research by CBI Economics, commissioned by Family Business UK, the government's move to cap business property relief and reform agricultural property relief has triggered a wave of uncertainty. As farmers protest against the tax overhaul, which comes into force in April 2026, the research predicts that it will result in more than 208,000 job losses by the end of this Parliament. It has also projected a net fiscal loss to the Treasury of £1.9 billion, undermining its own revenue expectations of around £115 million a year. In Yorkshire, they combine clay shooting with dancing. Yorkshire-based simulated game operator Hunter Q is running a shoot and a dance in the Dales on the 14th of June 2025. Tickets are £250 each. It's not the only one. Water Priory is holding a 2-day charity shoot, a high tower challenge and a ball in May. Links to both events below. US pro-hunting channel Blood Origins is launching a new film about elephant hunting. It looks at the role that hunting and ecotourism can play in protecting ecosystems and elephants. Called A Fine Balance, the documentary reveals the impact of elephant hunting of the people of Botswana. Trailer is out now and the full documentary is out on the 22nd of April 2025.
So this elephant documentary really is the first time ever of showcasing what elephant hunting is doing for the people of Botswana. You know, we had this ban put in place in 2014. Nobody actually realized, if you didn't speak to the people on the ground, the actual impact of the ban. So we're going in today, showcasing how good it is for people today, but also retrospectively looking back to that period from 2014 to 2019 and saying, did it work for you? And the documentary speaks for itself.
And finally, a Tanzanian hunter says she's fed up with other women accusing her of not being feminine enough. In a candid post on Facebook, Natasha Illenberg says there's only one thing worse than a male chauvinist, and it's a female male chauvinist. Thanks to Per Homseth for the story. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.